Hey friends, it's Shannon. Happy hump day. I'm here to do your tarot reading. This is a general reading for all signs. If it resonates, then it's for you. If it doesn't resonate, maybe it's not time for it. Come back, check it out again, or maybe this message just isn't for you. But this is for all signs. Remember, energies can be reversed. If you're cross-watching in regard to somebody else, this could be their energy. So let's see what we've got going on here today. Whew, starting out with the sun. Beautiful with the wheel on the bottom of the deck. Looks like we're heading towards some happier times here. Justice, balance, finding that joy inside of yourself, being able to accept it. Being able to accept it without feeling like you need to make it okay. Like there has to be a reason for you to be happy. There doesn't have to be. The joy can just emanate from you, and that's okay. Looks like you're finding balance in your life too, learning how to balance your own internal emotions. And yeah, I mean, definitely, it looks like somebody else could be involved here with the Two of Cups. The Sun, the Justice card, this might be a balancing internally between two aspects of yourself, or this could be a joining of two completely separate people and their energies and how this is playing out between them. So let's get more info. Yeah, this is definitely about somebody else. So the Lovers card just came out right after the Two of Cups. So I'm looking at the Sun, Justice, the Two of Cups, and the Lovers. So to me, what this is saying is maybe you were in a relationship where things weren't always so balanced. Maybe you weren't sure which direction this relationship was going to be going in. And from what I'm seeing right now in this small little spread we have going so far, it looks like whatever it is that you are seeking is there, and that it's going to be becoming a more balanced part of what brings you joy. Yeah. So this could be somebody new. With the Ace of Pentacles coming out, it means you're planting the seeds for something to develop in the 3D. And that could very well be this relationship if you are single. I'm not seeing any type of like, you know, I'm not feeling like people cheating on each other or anything else. This seems like a very, very good energy. Just like the seeds are being planted. I feel like you've done work on yourself. Like there's been a lot of work done on the self in order to bring this Two of Cups to fruition. Because you got to remember, we start with the Ace of Cups, right? And that's the seeds that are planted in order to bring us, to separate us out into the two. And now I see you having the two with the Lovers. Okay, so maybe in the past, maybe you're just starting to see this for what it actually is, because it looks like in the past, there was definitely like some feeling down about ourselves, second guessing ourselves, not seeing really the forest for the trees. So maybe you're just starting to kind of peek through that blindfold and see that there's this amazing opportunity here for you. It looks like you're working hard on manifesting this, or have been working hard on manifesting this. This isn't something that you just woke up one day and said, you know what, I feel like I'm going to find my soulmate today. This is definitely something you have been putting the work in on yourself to enable yourself to do for quite a while. So it looks like the blindfold is coming off. We're moving past pain that had occurred previously. There's pain in the past. But like with most things, it's through the pain that we get to where we want to be, right? And I'm seeing you deal with this pain and come out on the other side of it reignited, knowing what you want and being excited about going out and getting it. Like no longer feeling the need to hide who you are. You're coming out authentically as yourself, and by doing so, you're finding this person that you've been looking for. Let's see if there's anything else going on. What a lovely reading this is. I love readings like this. Temperance. So again, justice came out in the beginning, if you recall. I feel like there's definitely a big push for you to make sure that you remain balanced. And I know I say this often, but you know, this is kind of what everything comes down to. Keeping your own internal self in a state of homeostasis. And in doing so, being able to get past these hurts, this it could be trauma that has occurred in the past in regard to like intimate relationships. Like actually sitting with the pain. Not just sweeping it under the rug, sitting with this pain and understanding that that pain does not define who you are. You have every ounce of strength and wherewithal that you need to achieve this, whatever this relationship is for you, with whomever it is. But I see that you need to move past. You need to close the first chapter before you're going to be shown the next one. So it's kind of like we have to learn to let this pain go in order for us to get to this next step. But I see that you're doing that. Yeah. You know, things end for a reason. People come in and out of our lives for reasons, right? And I know, especially with long-term relationships, it can seem very, very, very difficult to move on because it almost feels like that person has taken a part of you with them. But you need to remember that you are whole. You are whole as you are right now without anyone else. This feeling here of the Nine of Swords is like regret and sorrow, and just the vibe that this gives me is the same vibe I had when I had like postpartum depression, anxiety. Like that's that vibe, at least for me when I see the Nine of Swords. And while yes, it's an incredibly painful thing, and it is something that we kind of want to rush through to learn that lesson and get through it, you need to understand that you're whole as you are now. It doesn't matter how many seeds you plant externally to yourself. Until you learn that you have everything you need within you and you're okay with that, this situation isn't going to come to fruition. Because you need to get past all this hurt. You need to make yourself whole again before the universe is going to pass in another person to be involved in that situation. Because until you remove this pain or deal with this pain, sit with this pain, integrate this pain, you're unable to hold the space for this extra this love situation. There isn't, you need to clear out the bad to make room for the good. Let's put it like that. That's the easiest way I can say it. And I see you're like in between. Yeah, it looks to me like you're really ready to move on. We've got the Three of Wands, we've got the Nine of Swords, and we have Judgment. You're ready to move on. You're ready to start something new, but you're still internally thinking over, how was I at fault for that? You know, how was this pain that I suffered, how could I have helped, how could I have stopped this? And the answer is you could not have stopped it. That pain happened for a reason, to get you to this place where you're able to see yourself as being everything that you need. Remember, we have the Sun coming out with the Justice card. And when you're able to finally make this space, when you're finally able to release the pain from whatever this past relationship was, that's the point at which this will become available to you. And that's, you know, it sounds weird. It's like, you know, there's plenty of space for everything, but really while this is a beautiful reading and I see amazing opportunities off the back of it, both for personal growth and interpersonal growth, I do see fear attached to actually having to go through the motions and learning the lesson. And as long as we continue to feed into that fear or allow that fear to control us, we aren't going to level up, so to speak. We have to experience the pain to be able to understand and find the joy. So I see that you're working hard on that. I see you're working hard. You're still in pain. You're trying to move yourself past this. And I see that you have the capacity to do so. You just really need to be kind to yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself the time, the patience. If you're feeling beat down and you need to sleep, sleep. Don't judge yourself. Don't say, oh, I shouldn't be laying down. I should be getting done, you know? No. Heal. Let yourself heal. There are good things waiting in the wings for you right now. I hope that resonates with some of you guys. If it did, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thanks for stopping by.